Ange Postecoglou spoke to the media following his side's 2-0 defeat to Chelsea last night and says the blame is on him, for the poor performance.
We didn't play anywhere near the sort of football and didn't have the mindset that I expect us to have. So that's on me. I've got to take responsibility for that. Ultimately, I'm the one that's putting him out there, preparing him for it. And when we're that we're so far off it, I've got to look at myself and see how I'm preparing this team for it.
We were gonna start the show off, and then things moved about, of course, and then we're talking about David Moyes, and that news broke about Lopetegui, and then Naz came in and overrun. So it's now we're going to talk a bit about Spurs. Before we talk about Ange, what did you make of the game last night, Benty?
I thought Chelsea were the better side. Created chances, atmosphere looked good, but I thought Spurs second half did okay. I thought second half did all right, but again, they're just so vulnerable from set plays. It's just
that is bizarre, isn't
it? And I think Ange's
great header, by the way.
Which one? Nicholas Jackson.
The first goal.
Do you know what? It was unbelievable header, right?
But I know what you're going to say. The keeper.
Not even so much the keeper.
Go on.
But even Jackson's header, like to generate the power from that.
Yeah, that was impressive.
But again, I mean, I know Ange was quite arrogant about no, we don't need a set play, and if that's all we've got to worry about, I think he said, or something like that. I think when you talk about half a percentage, because I was having a look, right, and in terms of set plays, this season, Spurs are the third worst team in the league when it comes to...
that is damning,
because conceding from set plays. They've conceded 9 corners, 1 direct free kick, 5 from free kicks, 6 penalties. 22 goals they've conceded from set plays. Only Forest and Sheffield United are above them. And the 2 teams below them are Burnley and Luton. So you talk about the worst teams in the league, and Spurs is right in the middle of that.
And he said it's not top of his list of priorities.
Well, it needs to be.
It should be, shouldn't it?
It needs to be. They're so unorganised.
What do you... I'm going to take calls on it from Spurs fans, 03717223334. What do you think Spurs fans will be feeling now about where their club is at? Because we talked yesterday about they've improved, right? They're currently on the same amount of points they finished on last season. I expect Spurs to get at least 1 point between now and the end of the season, which will suggest this season is better than the last. But when Spurs fans watch a game like that, they watch the game against Arsenal and so on, they only play one style of football. I don't want to go on about it because I feel that every time you talk about Spurs, it's like high press, etc., etc. Don't have a plan B. We know all that. But how do you think Spurs fans now view the style of play and their manager compared to the day he took over and the weeks after that?
Well, it's improvement. They finished, 8th last year? They're currently 5th. I think Spurs fans will be happy. I think after what they've been seeing for the last couple of seasons, I think they'd be happy. But I think we asked a Spurs fan before, at what point do you go, right, okay, like enough's enough, let's start seeing some real progression, let's start competing for trophies, when do you start seeing all of that? Because at the minute I think they're too easy to play against. Like, they've got some wonderful players and they will always cause teams problems just simply by the way that they play. But at some point there's got to be structure, and I know he says no, we've got one plan, this is our identity. I respect all of that, but all the best managers in the world have plan A, plan B, and maybe even plan C. He can't be so one-dimensional. At one point, he's got to go, do you know what? If we're winning a game 2-1, you know what, lads? Shut up shop. You still can't be gone home.
Do you think... I want to take calls from Spurs and Chelsea fans. My question to Chelsea fans, but to you, can Chelsea get top 6? They're currently 8th at the moment, 3 points behind United.
Yeah, they can.
They really can,
but they've got to win all their games.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.